Hi, this is Rainbow Harmony, here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And this is a pick a card tarot reading for some reassurance. I don't know about you guys, but I could really use some reassurance right now, and I had been pulling some cards for myself on that subject matter, and I really wanted to share that beautiful energy with you today. So this is a reading about how the universe is conspiring in your favor. What is going on behind the scenes in your life that you may be unaware of that is positive and working in your favor? So this is going to be a really fun reading. I hope that you guys enjoy. So if you'd like to receive a message that is more personalized to you, all you have to do is simply choose a card or a crystal here. So we have number 1, the red jasper crystal. Number 2, the raw quartz crystal. Number 3, the Lemurian crystal. Or number 4, the black lace obsidian crystal. And once you have chosen, you can head down below to the comments or to the description where the timestamps are posted, and you can just click on that timestamp and instantly be fast forwarded to your part in the message. And I will see you soon. For those of you who choose number 1, let's go ahead and see what your message is. So you are getting rings of time, and I think it's so cool that we're getting a repeated number here, 44. So what is going on behind the scenes in your life right now? How is the universe working in your favor? This card gives me a strong impression that there is some type of major timeline shift happening that you are about to step into. So what is a timeline shift? Another word for that would be a quantum leap. This is when you are somewhere on your path that is right here, and you end up leaping all the way ahead to a completely different point. And so this has a little bit to do with quantum physics and quantum entanglements, but if you think in terms of vibration and resonance, which Nikola Tesla talks a lot about, if you want to understand this world and this universe that we're in, think in terms of vibration and resonance and frequency. Essentially, you are matching the energy of some of your biggest manifestations right now. And so you will be seen, reflected, and shifted in your outer reality, a huge change that is going to reflect all the work you've done inside. So I do sense that this has been a time in your life where you have been going within a lot, doing a lot of root chakra work, and it feels like physically you might be stuck. But this 44 here symbolizes all the hard work you've done, the diligence you've had. I see that you've been clarifying what it is that you want really hard right now. And in order to manifest anything in life, you have to have strong clarity and strong intention. Like, you have to know what it is that you want. So I feel like for a while in life, you were moving forward, you were making progress, like all was well, but you didn't 100% know what it was you were working for. You didn't really know what your big desire, your big aim, or your big goal or wishes were. And so the universe was kind of just waiting with bated breath for you to make up your mind, essentially, so that it could co-create with you, and it was bringing you some good vibes all along. But now you have made up your mind, or you're getting very close to making up your mind. And so all of this energy and all this work you've done, all the changes you've made inside of yourself, all the people, places, habits, and situations and things that you let go of that were no longer serving you, those risks that you were taking, the work that you've done, all of it has made a difference, and you are so close to making this huge quantum leap. So for some of you guys, I mean, this is very personal, but this leap could look like manifesting a beautiful soulmate connection. It could look like finally being able to move into a different career field, or you're getting ready to celebrate a huge milestone in life. For some of you guys, it is the conception of a child. Maybe you've been really working on trying to conceive a child or something like that. I definitely sense there's someone who's watching this who needs that news, and that could be what this is. Or it could be more of a metaphor of being able to give birth to some greater desire that you have. And it's like living your life on a whole other level. Some of you guys will legitimately be looking around a couple of months from now, and like you will be living in a completely different place, surrounded by different people, working a completely different job with a different income level, feeling a completely different attitude. Your daily routine might even look different. Like that's the kind of quantum leap I'm talking about, where like everything changes, but for the positive and for the good. The changes you've been wanting and working towards all along. I'll share experience real quick. The last time I made a quantum leap, in the matter of a couple months, I went from living in a situation that just wasn't really that great. We'll still keep it vague, to traveling the world and living in infinite abundance. It was like literally that fast. It was just like bam, quantum leap. So things can happen overnight. A lot of people are always kind of praying, wishing, hoping that they'll just win the lottery and their life will change overnight. And oftentimes that kind of energy is something that has to be cultivated. You know, you're worthy of abundance and beauty and that wonderful energy, but I feel like this is something that you have been working towards matching, and it will almost be like a switch is flipped, or someone snaps their fingers and grants you a wish. It's literally going to be that kind of energy. And so my message to you with this is, since this is going on behind the scenes, things in your life right now might not be 100% what they appear. Like it could be like a tower moment where it appears like everything's falling apart. You might not really know like what decisions or choices to make. And the message here is to just be patient and be passive and withdraw and honestly do nothing. I mean, if you're feeling guided to do something, obviously trust your inner guidance. But if you're looking for a message that you still need to kind of wait and be patient, this might be it for you. Things are not what they appear to be. There's a lot going on behind the scenes for the good in your life. So be open and be patient, stay diligent and resilient, and know that your hard work is paying off. So I hope that this message resonates with you. Thank you again for your support, and I will see you next time. Peace out. For those of you who choose number 2, what is going on behind the scenes in your life that you might be unaware of? What energy does the universe want to bless you with? And you are getting gifts received. Oh my gosh, I really, really love this energy for you. The first thing that just popped in my mind, I just heard the word synchronicity. I sense that maybe lately you've been feeling a little bit disconnected from spirit or from your higher self. You might be looking around thinking, where is the magic? Where are the signs? Where are the messages? You might feel just like a little bit cut off from that side of yourself. And who knows, maybe some of that is because of the Mercury retrograde cycle, which rules communication, or some of that Mars retrograde energy, which can be making us feel a little bit lazy and sleepy and kind of want to procrastinate and stuff. You can't blame everything on the planets, but these energies do affect us. Maybe it's the aftermath of the collective trauma that has been experienced this year. But I do sense that this gift you're going to receive is going to be revealed to you at first. Like you'll get hints that it's coming through starting to feel once again and notice the signs and the synchronicities in your life. And so this might be a message to actually seek that out. A really beautiful prayer to pray is, Dear God, angels, spirit guides, higher self, Holy Spirit, and ancestors, and or your specific deity, please send me signs and messages that I can clearly see, interpret, and recognize to show me that I am loved and supported, to point me in the right direction, to lift my spirits. This is something that I pray often, and whenever I go out, I keep my eyes open. I keep my ears open. I'm not looking around in paranoia, because honestly, if you look around, almost anything can be a sign. Is there anybody out there who's really into angel numbers? Who's just like 222, 444, 1111? Sometimes the more that you look for something, the more you're gonna see it, but you'll know it's a sign when you get that warm feeling in your stomach, when you feel that excitement, when it's just too coincidental and it's too on point. It's too specific to where you know this is the sign I was looking for. And I think it's really beautiful to look at the world like that. If you look at the world and you think that's kind of BS and you don't expect signs and you don't look at it that way, that's fine, because everybody has their own way that they look at this world and that they perceive it and that they understand it, okay? But if you're one of those people who's like a little bit more open to the mystery of life and the magic and some of this kind of vibe, which maybe you are because you're here watching a tarot reading on YouTube, this can be a really fun way to engage with your reality and to connect with the energy, because you're an extension of all it is. You're an extension of the universe, of the creator. So whenever you're praying, you're like essentially praying to an aspect of yourself. And so that's why it's so personal to you, the signs that you get. So maybe this is something you can pray or that you can intend, and keep your eyes open, and maybe have a little notebook that's like a synchronicity notebook. I just started doing this for my dreams because I've been getting like messages in my dreams lately. Very interesting. And some of them I've recognized have like come true, and I've just gotten weird messages, and I've been starting to keep track of it more because it's so special to me when I have the time and the date and that written down, what I received in my dream, and then a week or two later that thing happens or I'm able to use that information. It's just so special. And so this is telling you to find that special way to connect with the universe and the energies around you. And it's different for everyone. For some people, they just feel that connection when they're silent in nature. And maybe it's not about having a dialogue with the universe. It's more about just coming to that silence and that relaxation where your mind is just in that meditative state and you're just walking along and seeing the beautiful trees and hearing the wind and just feeling and very grounded and in your body. So this is a call to tell you to connect more with that side of yourself. And I see gifts being received in that way. So the gift might just be a heightened connection with that side of yourself, receiving intuitive messages and just feeling more comfortable in the decisions that you're making and in the path that you're walking. It's such a great feeling when you can feel like you're on point and you know what's up, right? But I also see that, yes, there is honestly some kind of gift coming, something really big you've been asking for. And the green makes me think the yellow is a symbol of communication, but the green is a symbol of healing. So this gift might be something that's very healing for you. I do feel like it could be something material, like money that is coming in, and you'll be able to use some of that on self-care and relaxation and on a treat for yourself or something. It could be an experience somebody invites you on, like, hey, come to this place with me, or come over to my home, I want to treat you to a nice dinner. Or it could be honestly anything, you guys, but this is telling you a big gift is coming. And maybe right now, put your hand on your heart and ask yourself, what do you think this gift is? Or what is it that you desire? What is it that you would like? Like, if the universe came to you and was like, hey, I want to get you a present, what do you want? Like, what would you say that you wanted? It could be something small. It could be that book you've been eyeing at the bookstore. It could be that cute necklace that you saw in the shop. It could be more time to yourself or more time with your kids or something like that. Whatever it is, like, that gift is coming to you. And so I see that this is a very positive message, and there's a lot of peace surrounding you. And that message about communication, I'm not really sure what was up with that, but I just feel like that was a message for you to engage more with the universe so you can feel the magic and know that all is well in your life. So beautiful. I hope that this message resonates with you. Thank you again for coming to my channel, and I will see you next time. Peace out. For those of you who choose number 3, what is going on behind the scenes in your life that you might be unaware of? What positive energy does the universe want to bring to you? Let's look into this. So we are getting the Shifting Universes card, and I love the message of the spiral here. A lot of people think that the path in life is linear. You think of a path or almost like you think of a road. It just goes from here to here. But you'll find that the energy on this planet moves in cycles and seasons, and you get closer and closer and closer to the center as you move forward. Life moves a little bit more in a spiral. Sacred spiral. It's very interesting. And so this is actually a message. The shifting universes makes me think that the universe wants to bring you an alternate reality, an alternate path, an option to take another path in life. So this is like your get out of jail free card. This happens sometimes, okay? Let's be real. Sometimes in life, we're on a path, we've worked many years to manifest it, and it can be a beautiful path, but we wake up one day and we realize, I think I've outgrown this. I think I have a bigger vision. I think I want something else. What do I do now? Sometimes we feel like the people around us, or our family, our friends, or the people that might be depending on us, our social circle, our society, our culture, whatever it is, expects us to be on this path. Sometimes we've invested a lot of time and a lot of money in the path that we're on, and sometimes our entire identity is wrapped up in that, because we think, I don't know who I would be outside of this path. And so there's an opportunity for you, should you decide to take it, because you have decisions and choices, and there's really no such thing as like a bad path, really. There's just actions and consequences, and no matter what path you choose, the universe will bless it. But something tells me that this option is coming in a response to a prayer or an energy your heart has been giving out, that you want to change, that you want something different. I can actually relate to this energy a lot. I worked for over 10 years on my dream. Like, ever since I was a teenager, my dream was to be a fashion stylist, and I worked so hard on that, and that was like my whole identity was wrapped up in that, and I absolutely loved it, and I still do. And I even reached a lot of success in my career doing that. But once I finally got there, I realized this actually isn't what I want anymore. I've changed my mind. I'm an Aquarius. I want to try different things. I want to do fashion, but I want to try it in a different way. I want to keep that a part of my life, but I just don't want to do this path anymore. And that was terrifying for me. And then another path opened up for me, which was kind of like this path, honestly, and traveling. And it was just so different than what I expected so it was so hard and so scary to kind of get on the path, but it's something I absolutely love now, and my life has opened up so many opportunities to me since I took that path. Even though it was really scary to take it, and at first it didn't really make sense, that was the path of my greatest abundance, my greatest happiness, and this path, I'm happy to say, is still shifting and expanding to this day. And so I just want to encourage you that if you're on one path, whether it's in your career or your relationship or your lifestyle or the place you live, whatever it is, maybe it's everything all wrapped up in one, and you're realizing that this isn't it, like this is not it for you, like you're not cool with it anymore, you want to change, or maybe you want to do something completely different, or maybe you want to like be single for the first time in like years, or you want to move to a new place, or whatever it is, an opportunity will come to you. And the opportunity doesn't always come to you in a tangible way. Sometimes the opportunity just comes from a strong desire and a strong message, and you have to like literally create the opportunity for yourself. But basically what I see here is that doors are going to be opening for you in that direction. So this is what's going on behind the scenes right now. So it can be scary to realize that you're feeling dissatisfied and disconnected and not in alignment with some choices that were like everything for you for a while, and like brought you a sense of contentment and happiness and alignment. And so just pay attention to the side of you that's feeling a little bit dissatisfied or feeling like disconnected, and know that those might be the areas that your spirit is desiring to grow and change. And take your time with this change. I don't think this is going to be an overnight thing. I think this will be a gradual shift. That's why we're getting this shifting universes card, but it's a big, big blessing for you. Like really beautiful, abundant energy. This card, the lighting here and how it's drawn reminds me of like the sun, like that energy of just like the sun shining down on you, feeling that nurturing and that warmth. I feel like that's a message to you that you're going to be nurtured and protected as you make these changes. And so I love this message for you. I hope that this resonates with you. Thank you again for coming to my channel, and I will see you next time. Peace out. For those of you who choose number 4, how is the universe working behind the scenes to conspire in your favor? what blessings are coming towards you. Oh my gosh, you are getting the Sacred Convergence card. Look at this. This is 2, okay, which is a really powerful manifestation number. It also makes me think about 2 people coming together. Then you've got 8, which is the infinity symbol. And it symbolizes obviously great abundance and wealth, but also twin flames, a beautiful soul connection. So if you haven't already figured it out by now, this is a love card. This is a love message, okay? So let's talk to those of you who are watching this who are single. Where my singles at? Okay, this is a message that you might be, who knows? You might be just kind of doing you, sworn off relationships, chilling, and just kind of in your power, working on self-love, keeping your mind open, but not thinking about it too much. But just know something crazy is coming your way. Crazy amazing is coming your way. This is the Sacred Convergence card. Out of this whole deck, this is actually a love deck I've been reading from today, by the way. Out of this whole deck, this is the message, like you're gonna meet someone extremely important in your life. For some of you guys, this is the one, this is your twin flame. For a lot of you guys, this will probably just be a very powerful soulmate, a very strong long-term relationship. For those of you guys who are single and feeling really devastated, because I talk to a lot of people like that, and I do personal love readings, and I talk to people who are just, a lot of people who are really down about this, and it's why I do this work, because I know what that's like. That was me for so many years, feeling so bummed, feeling so alone, like always the bridesmaid, never the bride kind of vibe, and just never able to find someone who would stick around or who would, that I really resonated with. And if you're like that, if you're feeling like life has hit you down over and over again with just these F boys or F girls or F people who don't want to commit, who just aren't really seeing you for who you are, if you feel like you just can't find anyone you're compatible with, or if you've needed a long time away from dating to heal from a toxic connection, I see you out there, and this card came to you and found you for a reason, because it's telling you not to give up on love. You know, do not give up on love. The fantasy and the magic of love does exist. And yes, love does take work, and it takes time to learn how to communicate with somebody and how to clearly state your wants and needs and expectations and receive that from the other person and be able to like get on a vibe, and you're constantly growing and having to match each other's energy and whatnot. But with the right person, this process is a lot more effortless than you would think. And I'm speaking from experience because I'm in a beautiful relationship. I've been with someone for 10 years and we're married, and our relationship is just so effortless. And no matter what I have done, they'll try to push away that love, because that's a whole other thing. When you fall in love with someone, learning to receive that love and accept it is even harder than trying to like find someone to fall in love with and date and be on the same vibe with. So that's a whole other thing. But the point here is that it exists and it's real, and it can be as beautiful and romantic and effortless as you think. And you know, maybe in your mind, because of the experiences you've had, you have these subconscious beliefs about love, like love hurts, you know, nothing lasts forever, the person's always gonna leave me, I'm not attractive, or, you know, I'm always going to be single. These kind of things get programmed in our mind because of our experiences. And I just want you to know, just because you've had certain experiences does not mean you're cursed, does not mean it's not going to happen. You might need to start working on those things. You might need to start affirming to yourself that you are worthy, that this is going to be your year for love, and be open to these possibilities, because behind the scenes, the universe is like really trying to get things together at the right time and the right place for you. And really, this is like, don't quit 5 minutes before the miracle message. I am so excited for the love that is coming your way. This is what is going on behind the scenes, and you might not even been aware of it. Now, those of you who picked this who are in a great relationship and are just like, I don't know, that didn't resonate because I'm not single, this is a message of you and your partner coming on to the same level. I sense that those of you who are in relationships might have felt a little distant from your partners lately. Maybe it's because of the Mars retrograde energy. Maybe you feel like, maybe you felt unsure about this relationship, or just a little bit kind of off with your partner, or not, like basically this is your partner bringing a big declaration of love to you, some unexpected energy coming your way, more heightened and increased intimacy, maybe even taking the next step in this connection. This could be anything from having a child to getting engaged to purchasing a property together, to deciding to travel somewhere together, or maybe taking a step to work more on the intimacy and the connection in the relationship. But overall, this is just a beautiful message of increased love in your life, and you are totally worthy of it. I think a lot of times in the spiritual community, we get a lot of messages about how important self-love is, and how like we don't need another person to make ourselves happy or complete, which I totally agree with. But sometimes that can make us feel a little bit wrong to desire love. And I think this is one of the biggest desires that people have. Like I haven't met a lot of people who just don't desire love and don't desire that beautiful connection with another person. And so it's a big desire of us as humans, to find a mate, or to have someone to share your experience with. It is so beautiful. I think there's a reason that as a collective consciousness, we have manifested into these individual bodies that fit so perfectly together. You know, have you ever hugged someone and realized just how your head fits in the nook of their chest? Or when you're holding hands, how your fingers can just interlace? I just think it's so beautiful. So you are worthy of love, and there's nothing wrong with desiring love. And just because this is a huge thing that you want, and you might be kind of a bit of a hopeless or hopeful romantic, doesn't mean that you don't love yourself, and doesn't mean that you're not an independent person. I honestly think it's in these days and age, it's important for us to learn how to depend on others, how to open to receive, how to allow and receive love. And so you are more than worthy, and this is just a message to remind you that the universe has not forgot about your dreams or your wishes or your manifestations. It's just all coming together for you in a beautiful way in divine timing. So I hope that this message resonates with you. Thank you again for coming to my channel and for your support, and I will see you next time. Peace out.